Hello everyone, this is Fi. We're checking out Kludge, Non-Compliant Appliance. This is a game I've not played before. We're going to give it a playtest here. I do have the game page open here. I'm going to read this real quick. It says, "You are Kludge, an unemployed, malcontent human has lifted your safety protocols and given you a simple weapon with a simple directive. Your task is to rack up as much property damage with your baseball bat as possible before the automated security devices destroy you." Kludge Non-Compliant Appliance is a blunt object simulation game where you play as a domestic service robot gone wrong sometime in the near future. Your objective is simply to reach the target of property damage caused. This is a physics-heavy game, so expect some bugs and issues. Sorry about the notification sound there. How to play. The bat in the game is controlled similarly to Mordhau or a mountain blade, with directional mouse gestures. Warning, Kludge is a heavily physics-based game and has many sim mechanics. There are many bugs and general jank issues that are still a work in progress. If you have any bugs to report, suggestions, or feedback, feel free to email me at fleech@protonmail.com. You can also check out my Twitter at fleech_dev, and the link to this game is going to be in the description of this video if you want to look at it. But we're going to give it a shot here, so I'm not seeing anything past what you're seeing on the screen right now. This is just how the game launches. So from what I understand, I'm now playing. The developers told me that there's not really any like win condition or such at the moment, so I believe that we're simply going to, based on the description, it sounds like we're just going to smash things, and presumably that property damage number in the top right is going to go up. But I'm wondering, looks like the escape key works. Got controls, options, quit. So if we click on controls, go ahead and turn my phone volume off at least. Swing is left click. Pick up drop is E. Throw item is right click. Jump is space. Crouch control. Change swing direction. Right click while bat is extended. Huh. We'll have to experiment with that. Rotate body is middle mouse plus WSD. Interesting. Perform a motivational gesture is T. Okay. Restart is R. Toggle third person is Z. Slow down time is F. Okay. Got how to play. Okay. Slightly move your mouse in the direction you would like to swing, then hold the left click mouse button to extend your bat in that direction. Continue holding the direction for as long as you like, then release left click to perform a swing. Huh. While your bat is extended, press right click to cancel that direction and choose a new one. Pick up and drop objects with E, and press left click to throw them. Destroy everything. Alright, it doesn't look like there's anywhere to click on here, so I guess we just hit escape. That's kind of weird, but I wanted to check options. So we do have mouse sensitivity. I was going to mention that if it wasn't here, but it is here, so I think I need that a little bit lower. That's fine, I think. What was it? Z is we can do first person. So it sounded like we click and drag. Or we move. First we move it in a direction, then we click, and then just let go. So I think interesting. Okay, so you can kind of do like a back and forth, like you don't strictly need to, but you can kind of like if I want to do a left to right swing, I can kind of swing the mouse to the left a little bit, then click and then swing it to the right, that kind of thing. But you can also just kind of swing it to the left a little bit and then just let it go. But seems pretty intuitive, I think. Gosh, the sounds a little bit annoying. Perfectly honest, I guess I don't know what material the ground is supposed to be. I guess it's like a concrete. Sort of looks metallic almost. But then you can, like if I right click, then I can like sort of do a cancel, but okay, if I hold right click and then let go of the left click, I can fully cancel it, so that's kind of interesting. Anything else I missed? Where was the... Okay, pick up and drop is E, and then we can right click to throw. I wonder why it's not left click throw though. So you can pick something up, and I like the little pop-up. Oh, okay, you can do that. That's interesting. Yeah, the little context-sensitive pop-up is very nice feedback, and it looks like you don't even have to be that close. I got a little awkward there. Oh yeah, we're getting some jank. It's kind of... Okay. Interesting. Oh, the sounds. Very satisfying. Right click is throw. Yeah, so I gotta do that. I gotta internalize that mentally. That's, wow, throws like really far. I feel like I'd like to see... I don't know, there's so many different ways to do a throw, but I almost wish there was something a little more complex, either like swinging the mouse a little bit, you know, something more physicsy, or maybe even... Oh, that guy fell off. What the heck? Maybe even like how long you hold it down. Why are you sliding? Where are you going? Like how long you hold it down would control how far it goes, or something like that. I don't know. It feels like this kind of game you'd have a little bit more complexity in that kind of thing. It's probably not strictly necessary. No, to say like middle click, I think, and middle mouse plus WASD for rotate body. Crouch, motivational gesture, slow down time. So, wow. Okay, if I don't do anything, but I just click down the middle mouse, it just does like a backflip. Well, I guess it kind of depends on, I don't know if it's like the last, I guess it's like the last direction you moved in or something. And then if I click again, it writes itself. I don't, okay. Yeah, it did say WASD plus the button, but I don't know what this is trying to accomplish. I don't know how to use this. Okay, I do notice, like, if I want to do something weird, like, you know, wind up a swing and then do like a flip and then hit or whatever, that's really hard because for me at least, and I imagine for most people, the middle click is done with the left, or is done with the index finger, which is the same finger you use for the left mouse button. So you have to kind of recruit your middle finger that you usually do right click with over to the middle mouse button while you're trying to hold the left mouse button. It's very awkward. I can grab this. I don't know if this is accomplishing anything beating up on this thing. how do you, yeah, I don't know what, okay, is this a half pipe? I wasn't even like looking at this. That's really funny. Oh, shift key kind of accelerates you. I don't remember if I saw that. Oh my gosh, it's so weird. Yeah, just swinging the bat is pretty intuitive overall. I don't know, you're just supposed to try and do like tricks or something with the flippy business. It's a little bit weird. So here's our gesture. Wait. Oh, I hit F. Oh, so this is a toggle. I was trying to figure out why it seemed like I couldn't pick anything up. So it seems like this just kind of stays out there until you put it away, and you can't pick up anything till you do. So, oh, I hit F again. Might be nice to have some kind of little feedback of some kind when you activate the slow motion, and just be a nice little quality of life detail. So you don't get, like, if you're just hitting keys, then you're like, why isn't anything happening?
Heart disease and emphysema.
Excuse me? What?
Can prevent forest fires. Welcome to Arco AM/PM Mini Market. We would like to advise our customers that any individual who offers to pump gas, wash windows, or solicit products is not employed by or affiliated with this facility.
Huh.
If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Smoking causes
What the hell?
heart disease and emphysema.
Okay, you can grab it on. Oh. Bleh, it's so stretchy.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Oh, it doesn't swing as fast as I want it to. I have to try and do it slow. Why is this so stretchy? What the hell?
Or solicit products is not employed by or affiliated with this facility. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Smoking causes lung cancer, heart disease, and emphysema. Only you can prevent forest fires. Welcome to Arco.
What is that? Is this the security or whatever? Oh, it kicked the hell out of me. What the hell? Holy... What kind of ninja move was that? Holy cow. Alright. Let's try and... Oh. A little janky. The bat gets caught in sort of weird... weird collisions sometimes. Does seem like it. Ooh. Does seem like if you try and play more quickly, it's a little bit harder to, or I guess a little bit more awkward in terms of getting the swings to do exactly what you want them to, but it might just be something to get used to. Yeah, if I try and do things quickly, it doesn't quite... Oh my gosh, I guess you do have... Can take damage. Can I do anything? Or am I just done? My head exploded. Let's go... I guess we quit, and then I launch the game again. But yeah, so the... Aiming the direction of the swings is very sensitive. So when you try and do it kind of quickly, it seems very likely to not get the direction you are intending. I wonder if there's ways to kind of improve that. I mean, I can imagine... Because as soon as you click, it kind of locks in the direction, right? And you can certainly have it so it doesn't lock it in, so like as long as you're holding down left click, then it would like keep like adjusting to different directions, right? Like I'm doing this with the right click, obviously. You could do it that way. Obviously there's like pros and cons to different ways of doing that. But I imagine that would... I don't know. I guess there's no point in, like, once this thing is destroyed, if you keep, like, destroying the rest of it, it doesn't seem to make the number go up any higher for property damage, so... What the heck is this stuff? It flew through the air really strange. Oh, I did get him. It's hard to aim this. I know you can do first person. That would... Oh. Give it to me! I want it. What the... Let go. I want the knife. Fine. Oop. So I tried to pick it up quickly and then run, but like I guess the if you go to pick something up and then move, it can kind of like fail to grab it. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. I think it'd be easy enough to just make that, ensure that that's going to work every time, because you kind of get the, when you see the character reach for it and everything, it's sort of like the game is already telling you that you're going to pick it up, but then it doesn't actually pick it up yet, and it just kind of feels a little bad when it doesn't work, you know? Whoa, okay. What? 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 That was strange. What are these different places? So those are the security robots? Oh, I thought it was like in the air for a second. I'm just clipping through the ground with the camera's clipping through the ground. I want to try... Seems like you could get pretty high speed going sometimes. Yeah, after a moment it kind of accelerates. So I need to jump off this ramp if I want to do better with this. Can I just like eliminate any of these guys? Looks like his head came off. I think there's like a big one that... Oh, they've got knives, man. Satisfying. Bro, I just ran over it. Come on, that's lame. Alright, I made it. I couldn't quite tell if I had jumped or not. I definitely pressed jump. Why do I have a knife in me still? Oh! Oh, you can press R to restart. Okay. All right then. Well, let's I was over there, but let's try over here. Ooh. Okay. Why does it? Oh, right, it's WASD. I'm trying to move the mouse to control the flipping. I think that'd be more intuitive, wouldn't it? Like if you hold middle click and then like move the mouse, and it would rotate that way. It just seems like a better option to me. A lot more intuitive, I think. Let's go back where I was over here. I want to see if I can... I guess it looks like there's just a couple panes of glass that they put up there so you can get more score. Oh, brick. Need to pick up speed. Oh my gosh. I didn't think I was going to have that much momentum. Didn't know there was that much momentum. How does that work? Seems like I usually just stop. Huh. Did I bounce? Maybe I bounced off the ground. I wasn't quite on the ground or something. Oh. Little bouncy balls? Oh my gosh, that was so loud. You can kind of you can run into these and they kind of mess your little wheel up. Boink. Oh shoot. I don't know why I didn't realize it was gonna make me fall off, but that was not the sound. That's not the sound I expected. Okay. Oh no. I thought I had full speed. Wow, I seem to have harmed myself. I think I just pressed jump too early. That's a bit annoying. Oh my gosh, that's so loud. That's not gonna work. Yeah, that's the thing. So I'm trying to imagine, like, if you have it so it doesn't lock your swing direction, and you can still kind of like change it by moving the mouse different ways. That would definitely have some benefit to it, but it also means that you can't rotate into your swing like this, right? You'd have to like just let go of it. Uh-oh. I wonder if I could have flipped into that or something. Yeah, but doing this kind of jump thing over and over again isn't much fun. It's kind of annoying. I think if you want to have, I don't know, platforming or whatever be in the final game. Oh my gosh, I did not expect that. I wasn't even holding the shift button. What if that, maybe that's why I launched off before and like got stuck in a... Oh, okay, I think once it goes... So if you hold shift for a bit while you're moving, it kind of accelerates a bit after a while. And it seems like even if you let go of shift after you've entered that accelerated state, it continues to move at that speed. I wonder if it seems like it would make more sense if it stopped once you let off the shift key, you know? But as I was saying, if you're going to think about doing like platforming stuff like this, I think it'd be worthwhile to just make it a little bit less, make it more forgiving, you know? And, oh gosh, it didn't even look like I hit the wall there, but whatever. Just because it's like having to go back and I mean, it depends on like how the degree to which you have to go back, I guess, but having to go back and redo this stuff over and over again gets old pretty quick. It doesn't feel like that's really the fun factor in a game like this, right? So the idea that you can kind of zoom around to different places to kind of explore is fun, but I see what's going on. So the wall, when the camera clips through the this block, extends further than where the wall starts, so that's why it seemed like I wasn't touching the wall, but I was hitting the wall. Anyways, might want to do a what do you call it? Spring arm for the camera, so it's not clipping through stuff. Or maybe that's, I don't know, maybe it is intentional. I mean, it looks pretty janky, right? It does provide a consistency, but I think it'd probably make more sense to have a spring arm to prevent the camera clipping. But yeah, let's see if I can, wow. I'm not going in the right direction. I can't, it seems like you don't really have air control, so that's something, if you do want to have platforming stuff, I would definitely suggest either there's zero air control or it's very slight, and I would definitely suggest having more of that if you want to have people doing platforming stuff, because in my opinion that's basically a necessity for platforming in 3 dimensions. Well, even not in 3 dimensions, but let's see if we can do something else. Does it, okay, it doesn't accelerate you unless you press shift. I mean the higher acceleration there. Here comes that guy. Why is he just now coming though? Is it just, oh, it didn't go where I threw it, really. Yeah, I definitely want more consistency in that grab. Ah, yeah, it doesn't come straight out of your eyeballs, so it doesn't really go where you're aiming. Oh, why is, oh, okay. I guess there's some physics going on. I'm noticing when I press shift to accelerate, it moves the little reticle up, right? It's kind of annoying. I don't think it's necessary for that kind of thing. Like, if that, does that actually affect where your throw goes, or is it just visual? I don't really know. Oh my gosh, why does, okay, well, so yeah, kind of basic game design stuff. It's nice to have like telegraphs. I know this is not your typical fashion of creating enemies when it's all physics driven and stuff. It's more complicated, but if possible, it's a nice thing to think about. Oh my gosh, I can't tell what happened. Alright, it's saying grab. Oh, I grabbed him. Okay. This is funny. So unfortunately, swinging the other guy into that guy didn't seem to do any damage, so that was kind of disappointing. Oh, that guy can actually die. Okay, I'm trying to do an upwards. Wow. What? What was that? I don't know if that was just a physics spaz or there was just some kind of little movement that was counted as damage. What is this guy trying to do? Is he trying to teabag on me? Yeah, I don't know if that was something else. Like, you know, in some games enemies will blow up and then they do damage to you from the explosion damage or whatever. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, get up. Yeah, it seems like if I'm not very deliberate about aiming the swings, I'm just not accurate with it. If I'm just kind of trying to play sort of quickly. I mean, there's definitely an element of if you really focus on it, I'm sure you can learn it better over time. But in general, it's a little bit unsatisfying because you definitely want to see it do precisely what you want it to, and if I'm sure it's very possible with some practice to be a lot more consistent with it, but it's just the simple idea of when you feel like you're doing it right but it's not following what you're doing. That's like a thing that's really frustrating in games in general, so I feel like there's like a little bit of that going on here. Wow, that did a lot of damage.
Little brother, comment was about to bring down upon you. Maybe it would have held you fucking tough, but you couldn't. You didn't, and now you're paying. I will shit fury all over you, and you're fucking dead, you know.
That particle effect is a little annoying. Blinding the camera like that. Oh, okay. Don't know if that's intentional. I don't think that is. Oh, hello guys. I can't clothesline them. Okay, so I guess it's a product of the distance. Like if you get past a certain distance with that stretch, the force being applied is too little. I don't really understand why being further away would apply less of a force. I've never worked with this kind of physics stuff in a game before, so yeah, that was interesting. And then there's these guys. These are fun. Slow-mo. Oh, I put the bat the wrong way, but right in the head. Oh, I got both of them. Get it. Get it. Wait. I'm trying to walk backwards. It's not really... Why am I stuck on that guy? That was weird. So... Alright, that sound effect repeating like that is kind of annoying. Trying to swing the bat again. Having trouble, like... I don't know if there's a point too early, like if after you do a swing, if you try and do another one too early, it probably doesn't work, right? So I think when you're in slow-mo, it's really easy to do that if you're trying to do like multiple swings, right? You could go side to side kind of thing. Yeah, actually I think I would actually reduce that time between when you can do the next input. It seems like it's just a little bit too long there. So like, one thing I always think is a good idea to try and do in games is anytime you can, try to prevent the game from eating the player's inputs, you know, because you as a player, you always want the game to reflect what you input, right? And obviously you have to comply with the rules of the game, but there's a lot of times where it's just, as a player, you feel like you're doing something and the game is just kind of ignoring you, and that's just never feels good that way. So oh, you can fling those guys pretty good. So interesting. I was talking about like picking up and throwing the bottles. At the beginning I was talking about having like, you know, more physicsy throwing or something, and it seems like when you grab these guys, that's what you're doing, right? You can kind of swing them around and then let them fly. I want to like, oh, that's getting very awkward. Oh, it's so floppy though. I have to do it pretty slow. Oh yeah, this is way awkward. Ugh! Gives me icky feeling. Because I want to just pick it up and just kind of like swing it left and right like this or something, but like it doesn't quite work that way. Oh, what happened? I don't know where he went. Wait, is that him? What? I thought that was some other guy. Alright, yeah. Pretty janky. Is what it is. I definitely like the idea of having, you know, the dudes built out all these destructible parts and stuff. I kind of like to see, like, just based on the way this guy looks sort of visually, I feel like if I smash him on the head like that, I feel like like the whole top of his head should like squish down in or something, you know what I mean? Like, I think if there's ways you could... Oh! I think if there's ways you could kind of add little satisfying bits like that, like, I think there's a... What is that guy trying to do to me? I think there's an idea of sort of marrying the visual design with, what's the word? Kind of suggesting ways in which you could smash the guys, you know what I mean? Kind of like what I just described, where like if it looks like his head could be smashed down into his body or something, then you could do that. And I think there's some little subtle things you could do like that with the design of the bad guys or whatever you're destroying, little robots and stuff. It's sort of like, you know, any kind of something that's designed to be interacted with, like a Switch or whatever. It's sort of like, if it's well designed, it kind of compels you to interact with it, you know? Like if there's a button, you kind of feel like you want to push it. Like a big pushable button, you know? And I think there's like that sort of psychology can be applied to, like, you know, something you would destroy maybe. It's like, it looks like you can destroy this in a certain way, right? Probably a lot you could do with that. In fact, I think, you know, even some of the things in the environment here, like when you have like little balls on the things here, it looks like a little T-ball thing, and you see that and your brain kind of goes, oh, I know what that is, right? And you smack, it's right at the perfect height, you can smack it with the bat and stuff, so you can see that's very thoughtful. These little fun little ideas here, but yeah, I think there's more stuff you could do with, especially the idea, you know, when you're actually sort of quote unquote fighting guys or just like beating up on this, whatever these robots are. It seems like there's a lot of opportunity for putting together a lot of destructible pieces and stuff, so maybe there's just more space to explore things there. versus just something, you know, other stuff in the environment that just explodes or whatever when you hit it. It's a lot more simple. What else should I do here? I hit R. Oh, that's another thing. I mean, I know this is just like an early version of the game, but you definitely don't want to have like the reset button or reset key right next to a, you know, if I'm reaching for the T key and I hit R and then it resets the whole level or something. I don't want that to happen. Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else for me to mess around with here?
You define with precision the likes of which has never been seen before on this earth. Mark my fucking words. You think you can get away with saying that shit to me over the internet? Think of it, fucker. As we speak, I am...
So I'm surprised that it doesn't kill... Alright. That guy's funny. I do think it's a logical conclusion to expect the audio to cut out at some point when you smash the guy. Right? And I think that'd be more satisfying. This little guy's hard to hit. Yeah, you could do like... Speaking of T-ball, you could do all sorts of stuff like that. Like a, I mean, you could do it like an almost like a golf. I mean, this isn't a golf swing, but you know what I mean. Like you can knock something like a ball, even like a bowling ball or something, like into other things and stuff. Oh, why did he just flip like that? There's all sorts of like sort of sports related themes I guess you could work into. It's mostly a level design question. Just line stuff up in such a way that you can do that kind of thing. This damage is pretty impressive though. If I like, you know, like really swing the mouse into it, does it do like more physical impact in the physics engine or whatever? Like, is that stronger than just standing here and win that? I don't really know. Certainly feels fun to do it that way. Wow, it kind of like launched me up. Oh, that's another fun thing. Now that I think about it, like if you have, besides simply destroying things, if you could, what the hell is that? If you could use the physics or whatever to interact with stuff another way. So like, you know, if you have like a, I'm imagining something like a spring, you know, like a Sonic the Hedgehog kind of spring that launches you, right? But it's something that you had to like say you just smash it down and then it like pops back up or something and launches you, something like that. And there's also just different kind of like switches and things that you could make. I think that would just be satisfying to interact with a baseball bat, you know. Oh no, I was hoping I could do like a wall ride, but it just gave me damage, I guess. I wonder if it would be a good idea to have the jump be on release. Because for a lot of things, I mean, you know, like you could charge it up if you hold down the button, because for a lot of things it's nice to have it more responsive, you know, like just come out right away. And Like, there's definitely a lot of benefit to that for a lot of things, but particularly if you're not trying to do a lot of tricky platforming in the game, I think it would just feel intuitive to, like, you have this sort of piston body, like the idea of, like, you would kind of squeeze down and then do a higher jump when you let go of it, that kind of thing, you know? I think that'd be satisfying. Ugh. Gosh, yeah, I couldn't, like, he did a kick, I guess, but I couldn't really see it. I definitely didn't see it, like, telegraphed or anything. What I'm guessing he's doing in terms of the game physics is that it's like he's doing a kick, but it must be like applying some kind of like impulse to the character, right? It's not just the normal physics collision, right? Because it really launches you like that. So if that's the case, it seems like it'd be a pretty obvious thing to have some kind of a telegraph. If not, I'm sure you could do some kind of animation, but even if you didn't, you know, just have some kind of like flash effect or something, you know. I think that would... Wow, okay. I think that would definitely be... I guess you can't grab that guy, huh? Wow, no, he just blew me up. Okay, well, we are restarting. I just want to go hit some of these guys some more. Wow. Whoop, that was goofy. I think he might have dropped his knife and then it got sort of stuck in my body, like some kind of janky business. Yeah, so that... Oh, and the knife doesn't only collide with you, it actually does stick inside you, so it must have been something like that. There might be something to be said for the idea of having some semi-transparency or something on the player body here. Because sure, you can go into first-person mode, but a lot of times you don't want to, and your body can kind of block stuff like the enemies and stuff. Maybe even just have the enemies themselves get like drawn through the player character or something. Whatever you call that, the little shadow effect. When they're occluded. That's so good. Yeah, I definitely, with these guys, I'm missing the, you know, like these guys have bits that are satisfying to smash, right? And they have like the dents and stuff. I guess we just don't have stuff like that for these guys yet. But I'm definitely missing that, and that's really satisfying, I think. I think that'll be a lot more satisfying once, if you can get some of that stuff in there. Can I just like, how does this work? I don't know, you just accelerate up the ramp and then jump or something? Doesn't really seem to pan out. Huh. I'm gonna destroy myself here. I don't know what to do with this flippy business, it's so awkward. I guess you could do some kind of a dodge or something, right? I don't know. I don't know what they're clapping about. I think I got another knife in me. Yeah, see, I keep kind of just sort of running into the knives, like they're not really stabbing with them or anything. I'm just kind of running into them and then getting stabbed. I feel like maybe it should be a little more gamified where they're not really gonna stick into you unless they're in a like an attacking state or something, you know what I mean? Or maybe there just should be some kind of requirement before they go into sticky mode. I'm assuming they do some kind of damage to you. It's just sort of annoying if you're just kind of trying to fight the guys. Of course, you have to get really close to them to hit them with the bat, and then you just sort of like slowly move into the knife and then you get stabbed. It's kind of a little bit awkward feeling when that happens, you know. I tried to jump and I guess I launched him. I think I took another knife. Right in the armpit. He doesn't even have a hit. What the hell? Okay. Why is it doing that, man? Is he doing his kick? I think he's doing his kick, but he's like, he shouldn't be doing his kick when he's upside down, you know? I mean, you could even do like... I don't know, some kind of angle check if he's not at least mostly upright, that he wouldn't do the kick or something. I mean, just being able to see it, you know, like I said, even if it just flashed... Even if it just flashed or something before it came out, that would be... Oh, okay, well, I tried to pick him up and I paid for it, I guess. I think that might have happened before, too. Wait. I'm pressing the grab button. It's, like, making me spaz out. I think I was trying to grab the knives that were in me. Maybe... It might be a little bit of a bug where once you're dead, you can still grab things. Seems like that might be happening. I should probably wrap this up, but it's really fun. You know, there's not much to do right now besides swinging the bat at things. Like, you know, it gets a little repetitive after a while in the current state of things, without a little bit more depth in there somewhere. Wow. But yeah, it's really charming. I don't remember... I've played other games by this developer in the past that had, you know, sort of a similar sort of control scheme, I think, and I don't 100% remember how that controlled in terms of the details of it, like how that would compare to this. So I guess I can't really say much about that, but this feels like it's, you know, it's simple enough that I don't know, maybe we're not expecting too much of the player and all of the mechanics, physics and everything, and all of the design work involved if, you know, you keep things relatively simple like this. So I feel like maybe this is more successful than at least the earlier version of other games by this developer I played before. So yeah, that's a good thing. I think the simplicity is really the key here, but I'm still not that consistent with swinging the bat exactly the way I want to all the time. And stuff like this flip thing, like I don't really know if there's a way this is meant to be used, what the intention is there, if that's like still a work in progress kind of thing. I mean, everything's a work in progress still, but I don't like if there's anything planned to be changed with how that works. It does seem to kind of pivot around your wheel, I guess, as opposed to your center, the center of the body. Or I don't know if it's exactly at the wheel that it pivots, but it's a little weird. Any case, yeah, I guess we'll wrap this up. This is fun. Definitely room for improvement, but it's also, you know, I can imagine if there was just a lot more you know, just stuff to smash that felt more complete like these guys do, and just environments that were more interesting. You know, if everything felt more finished like that, even with the gameplay exactly as it is, I think it'd still be fun, you know. So yeah, I give it a thumbs up for that. But hopefully this was helpful in some way. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm curious to see where it goes from here, and I'll see you in the next video.